Now, in all honesty, this question is so good. This question has many layers. First, I have already answered in part 1, which is about choosing yourself first, your career, your mission, your inner work, your joy. If you're not a joyous person, if you cannot skip the frequency that is redundant, the junk DNA, if you cannot release it, it's not possible for you to go through an identity shift. If you are going to remain stuck in your past, okay, if you're going to keep replaying past memories, like how did the separation happen, who made the separation happen, what were the other factors involved, what were the karmic's role, what were the third party blocks, so on and so forth, or there were so many problems in you that they pointed out. This is how these problems happen, right? They point out that you are lacking in something, so you are not worthy of a certain relationship, a certain dynamic. You are not worthy of it. So when you are going through these type of accusations, you are going through these type of feelings where you're unworthy, where you're vibrationally not a match. They don't know all this vibrationally and all that. They just know in 3D, in physical reality, this is a problem, you are a problem, and therefore you do not deserve to get A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, whatever. So you need to get out of those memories, the bank of memories that you have. Or you need to figure out that where and how did this become a part of your life? How did these people enter your life, or how did these people become so powerful? They were so important, or they are still so important for some of you, because they are living with you in your head. They are living with you in your head, inside your head, rent free. Free of cost. They are not paying any rent, and they have been living in your mind space for so many years. And then on top of that, you have put the label of twin flame, and you have pedestalized these people's bad behavior, wrong behavior, these people's talks, the way they have made you feel by using verbal abuses, and in many cases even physical abuse is there. Physical abuse, verbal abuse, whatever, everything can be fixed. Everything can be healed by a simple thing. There are simple things you need to do, and that is healing your patterns. Everything that's happening in your life, especially if it is repeating. So for some people, the separation is actually repeating. The moment they try to get out of the separation mode, again they go into separation mode. And that's why they have so many reunions. Some people go through that. Some people get no contact. For them, it is over. 5 years, 6 years, 10 years. The person who left them behind has not contacted them. They still think that you are much below them, that there is something wrong with them. But when you shift your energy, the same people who don't want to talk to you, who don't want to come near to you, who think you are some low creature, the same people will reach out to you, and they do. Okay? Now, what is your reason or what is their reason is also important. Maybe mentally you have forgiven some people, maybe mentally you have moved on, maybe mentally you've understood your role or their role in your life, and vice versa. So another layer upon layer you need to figure out, and that you can only figure out if you focus on yourself, if you make your mission work or your inner work important, and your career. For twin flames, this is a combination, this is a formula. You can write it down somewhere. Inner work, mission work, career. And everything has to be done under surrender to source. Because you will face challenges and problems in your career, you will face problems in your mission work. Very important, because see, mission is a selfless part of you. Mission is the one where you should not need publicity, praise, appreciation, criticism should not affect you. All your decisions should be taken for the better of someone else. You have to be selfless, you have to be pure-hearted, you have to be a giver. Inner work is where you receive. When you do inner work, universe is giving to you, God is giving to you, your gurus, your masters are giving to you. And even in that you have to learn, because there are tons of healers, teachers, this, that. Not everyone can help you. You need a healer, you need a teacher, you need a therapist who's an all-rounder. Who's good with career, who's good with inner work, who's good with mission work, who is good with their romantic connections, and most importantly, they are good with healing the narcissism. Whenever a person releases narcissistic abuse from their energy field, when they have cordial relationships with their family members, with their mother, father, because your twin flame journey cannot be completed. Listen to me and hear me out. And this is the most important thing. I may be sounding a bit stern, but if you do not forgive your parents, you will not heal your sun and moon energy, the solar and the lunar energy, the Ida and the Pingala Nadi. People want to get into union. I'm sorry to break this news to you. You cannot enter union till you do not connect inside with Ida and Pingala Nadi, which is divine mother and divine father. And that translates into divine masculine and divine feminine. When you have great relationships, if you're a woman, great relationship with your mother, you will be able to manifest relationship with your partner. If you have great relationship with your father and you're a man, then you will be able to manifest relationship with your partner. So you need to forgive them. You need to release the animosity, the anger, the burden. And you cannot fake it. Some people listen to all this and they start faking it. No, you can't fake it. It's not like that. It's not that simple. You have to actually do deep inner work. Deep inner work doesn't happen in 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. Some people are in a big hurry. I've seen that. Oh, I want to heal right away. 3 months, please heal me. You know how many years you collected this crap? How many years you collected this baggage? 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. You want to fix everything in 2 months and 3 months or 4 months max? 5 months max? No. You have to be dedicated, and that's why you need to have career in place, because empty mind is devil's workshop. You cannot just sit and do nothing. You need some place. You need somewhere to go. And then there are some people who are selfish. I will say this bluntly on their faces. They come for therapy, they come for inner work, but they have many plans in their heads. They try to outsmart the healers. They try to outsmart the teachers. They try to outsmart God, Almighty God. They are not humble yet. They are not humble. They say, I will do everything on my own. I will do it. You know what? I am going to do it. That I is the biggest problem in their journey. I can never do it. You have to surrender to the will of God. If you really want true love in your life, you want to experience unconditional love, you want to experience true joy, no drama, just joy, pure love, then you need to become a humble person first. So many people are not even humble. You know, a lot of people tell me I'm an empath. They are in twin flame journey, I'm an empath. But they are not empath, they are actually narcissist. And then next shocker is narcissists also are not so bad, because there are different types of narcissistic people. There are so many types of narcissistic people. What is narcissism? Narcissism is a simple thing. It is extreme attachment to your physical identity. So what are you doing when you're stuck with the same pattern? You're extremely attached to that identity, that earthly identity, the programmed identity. And if you're so attached to that identity, you will not let your patterns go away. You will attract entities after that. Entities will be stuck onto you like leech. You cannot leave those entities because you don't want to. You are feeding them. You're giving them food and water, giving them shelter, because you love that your own identity so much. The identity which has the junk DNA, the identity which is making you suffer day and night, when you're so attached to it, you don't want to let it go. I will not change. Some people say that also, I cannot change. I'm sorry, this is how I am. Okay, then keep living this way. Continue to live this way. Continue, please enjoy. So instead of looking externally, outwardly to blame people for your problems, It's not for everyone. Some people I have seen, they are very stubborn. They are very stubborn. They expect others to be their servants and slaves. They always expect others to do everything for them. They don't want to do anything. 50% others can do, but remaining 50% people have to do on their own. So there are different types of people in this journey, and there are different types of patterns that I have seen that play out in people's life. There are different types of behaviors people display, some out of goodness and some out of selfishness. Some are really nice souls, but they just don't know how to let go of that over niceness, over goodness. Everybody comes in their lives and takes them for granted and goes away. They are used by others all the time, but they are not able to let it go because of certain wrong principles and wrong understanding of moralistic values. Then there are some people who pretend to be nice. They pretend to fool others. They pretend to be nice, but they are not nice. Then there are some people who don't understand what is the real meaning of being selfish. What is the real meaning of love? How to practice. They're always demanding, always demanding. So relationships cannot be formed in their lives because they're overtly demanding. The moment they see someone likes them, someone shows them affection, they start demanding, instant demand. So people run away from them. People find them very unlikable and they run away from them and they don't want to come to them. So there are different permutations and combinations. Some of it is shown in your astrological chart also. Some of it is shown in the psychic readings that we do. Some of it comes in Akashic readings, especially the repeated patterns. You're trying to heal something over and over and over again, but it's not working out. It means you have to go through it. You have to go through the pain. You have to understand the backstory of it. There are some really good healers also who can take you to the backstory. Some people use past life regression as a tool. Some people use hypnosis as a tool. But as I said, those who want real help, they need an all-rounder for this. I will talk about the last layer. The last important layer is your story is not going to be same as others. Frankly, I have even seen people who are doing tarot card readings and healings for others. They kept people hooked on to their channel for many years, saying that, look, this is my journey, this is how I did it, you should do it too. But later on, it was revealed or it was found out, or sometimes they only revealed it, that no, this was not my journey. I like their honesty, I love their honesty, but now they are devastated because they thought that they have attracted union. They thought that they are in twin flame union and they have succeeded and they can help others, but later on they found out that they were not. You know why? Because they were not focused on career, they were not focused on mission work, they were not focused on finances, they were not focused on the right things. And why this happens, this confusion happens, because this journey is not just about Paravidya. This journey is not about metaphysics only. It is about metaphysics, very important, but it's about both. It's a combination of Lokic and Alokik. Okay, so there is this beautiful world, 5D world. So in English we say living in 5D. Okay, but you can't live in 5D all the time because you're in 3D. The reality is that you're here. This is your human body. So you need to be good in 3D and 5D at the same time. It has to be a balance of 3D and 5D. You should know about angels and stars and you should know all of that, but you should also know about what's happening here. You need to earn your bread and butter and you need to do well in life. You need to be independent. You cannot be codependent. And to love your job, you need to first love yourself, because those who don't love themselves, they never love any jobs. They cannot love any jobs whatsoever. Because we don't decide what jobs we are going to do. It is predestined and it is pre-written. You have to look for what's good in what God has given to you. So it's a combination of feeling that I'm going to be independent. I will not take anybody's support. But at the same time, God is supporting me. God is with me. So you will get tired, you will get weak, you will lose energy. But then God is going to take over you and take care of you and be a provider and nurturer. Or God will send the right people in your life who are going to help you out with this. So the actual answer is, you don't need to know the journey from this point of view that this person has done it. Oh wow, Suna Moon has done it. Suna Moon is amazing. Suna Moon has been talking about this for last 10 years. I wrote a book on this. Okay, and I was telling people all the time that some of these things that you're very happy about, it is predestined and pre-written. Please don't waste time on it. And I never did. I never wasted my time on this. I always told people, do your inner work, do your mission work. Because of the faith, the confidence shows. The confidence was visible. Even going forward, I will say the same thing. Please focus on yourself. Do not depend on your partner for everything, because the love that you're seeking outside comes from within. You will have fights, you will have arguments, you will have those bad days also, but you'll also have good days, you'll also have smooth days, and that will happen in relationship as well. But first, God wants you to practice it for yourself in your career. While you're dealing with people at work, while you're dealing with office people, are you able to maintain the balance? Are you able to surrender? While making money, are you able to surrender? Whatever God is giving me, do you talk to yourself like that? That whatever God is giving to me, I have everything. I have food, shelter, I have good clothes. I'm able to afford a good life. I'm able to get whatever I want. This is a very crucial place to be in, because so many people in the twin flame journey don't even have that. The root chakra is blocked. There is no money. There is nothing. They cannot buy basic simple clothes. They cannot go to the market and buy something small also. Or the root chakra is getting blocked and unblocked over and over again. Then you have the sacral chakra. Then you have the Manipur chakra, the confidence, seat of confidence, house of confidence. That's why I said you need to work on sun and moon energy both. When you understand your father's issues and your mother's issues and why you chose them, because we always choose our parents before coming to earth. This is also a fact. Our parents don't choose us. We choose our parents. We are the reason why they met and they got married. So if you're a twin flame, you'll also have a family, you'll also have children. It's not always necessary they'll be biological children, but you'll have shared children, shared assets, shared life with someone. Like Shiva and Shakti. Shiva and Parvati, why do we call them the ideal inspiration for twin flame journey? Because they show us the yin and yang in physical as well as in 5D. So we have them together as Ardhanareshwar. So Ardhanareshwar in today's time and age has become twin flames. Ardhanareshwar. Balance of both masculine and feminine. That is twin flame journey. Not whatever you just consume without full understanding. Okay, half knowledge is a dangerous thing. So we need correct knowledge as well, and we need multiple tools to navigate, and we need logic plus emotions, both. All right, see you in the next one. One love, peace out, and Victory to Ram.